What's going on, guys? This is a review of the Under Armour Reign 6. Alright, so let's talk about the design of the shoe first. So the Under Armour has about, I say, 3 types of different material on the upper. The first one being, it goes from the midsole all the way to the toe box, and it's more of a breathable mesh that I feel it being more breathable because when I put my hand inside, I can definitely see my shadow of my finger move around, so it's definitely on the open side. Also, when I'm wearing it, when I'm training, I definitely can feel the breathability of that. Then when we go to the other mesh, it finishes off on the other side of the toe box, all the way more of the midfoot. And then when we get more towards the heel and the collar area, it feels different, but it kind of looks the same, to be honest, but I kind of can feel the difference. When we stay around the midfoot, you can see that it has the rope guard here for when rope climbing. Also, there is also that rubber outsole that protrudes out on the other side here. And then when we get to the tongue and the inside of the heel collar, the tongue is definitely on the more cushion side, which of course that's what I like, so I definitely find more comfort in that. And then also you can see that the part of the heel has a cushion that comes out as well. This part plus this heel tag here makes it really easy to put on and put off the shoe, even without having to untie your shoes. So honestly, I definitely love this part just because I'm big on not untying and tying my shoes just to put them on. So that's what I like about them. When it comes to the heel part, where I would do most of the handstand push-ups, it's not a TPU, it's more of a rubber out type of feeling on the back, and it has these 3D kind of like things sticking out, and I thought that it would have like kind of stopped myself from doing handstand push-ups, but it never did, so that's good. Then we're gonna make our way to the outsole. It has an all rubber outsole, and it has a TriBase platform here that you guys can see. And honestly, I feel like, and we'll go into it more, but I feel like this part right here made it really easy for me to squat, snatch, clean and jerk, all that stuff, because it has a good platform to do Olympic style lifting when you're doing CrossFit. On the outsole, this part right here that you guys can see, this part makes it really easy to flex at your, let's say, midfoot. This shoe has a 6mm drop on it, so it's more on the flatter side compared to something where the tier shoes have a 9mm drop. So honestly, these are probably one of my flattest shoes when it comes to training, but they still feel comfortable. I will say that this shoe is a size 10, and I usually am a size 10 in most shoes. However, I definitely feel like I would size this down just to a 9.5 just to be on the safe side, and I feel like this would be a good or perfect size if it was a size 9.5. So let's talk about how the shoe performed when it came to Olympic style lifting, such as snatch and the clean and jerk. Overall, it performed very well in my opinion when it came to squat snatches and squat cleans. Every time I was able to do a squat snatch or a squat clean, honestly, I would catch in a good position. The platform is very stable, and I felt very sturdy every time I would perform these lifts. Now, when it comes to a power snatch or a power clean, I definitely felt that I would kind of move around a little bit more. I'm assuming that's because of the wider toe box, and I definitely felt the shift just a little bit, not too much though. When it came to a split jerk or a jerk in general, after cleaning it, I definitely felt like I was shifting forward and backwards, but I also think this is because of the wide toe box. So overall, when it comes to weightlifting, I definitely think squat snatching and squat cleaning with the platform that it has, the TriBase, I think it performed very well. When it came to power snatching and power clean, it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst either. So when it comes to basic lifts such as the squat and deadlifting, even if we're talking about benching, the basic lifts that you would do in most global gyms, I would say that this shoe performed really well for those. When it came to deadlifting and squatting, I definitely felt connected to the ground and able to press my heels into the ground as I'm either deadlifting or I'm squatting. I will say when it came to front squatting, I wasn't feeling too much stable, but the day I squatted in them, I was not having a great front squat day. When I did back squats, I definitely felt good in them, and then when I did deadlifts especially, felt really good in these. I actually wore these not that long ago to try to deadlift them in again, and they felt really good, and I had a great deadlifting day for them. So overall, when it comes to basic lifts such as the squats and deadlifts, I definitely would say that these are good shoes to have because they're more on the flatter side and you feel connected to the ground. So when it comes to body weight movements, this is where the shoe really shines, and I'll say it's because of what we talked about at the beginning of the video, which is this part right here. So this part right here makes this shoe able to flex a lot more when it comes to body weight movements such as lunging, burpees, let's say just things that you have to flex at your feet for a lot. Even when it came to box jumping or box jump overs, I definitely felt like it was super flexible. Also being that it's light enough where it doesn't feel super heavy of a shoe, and being very flexible, all those movements felt very comfortable in them. I actually did a qualifier not that long ago, and I chose these because they had lunges in the workout, and these were pretty much the shoes that I will be using more when it comes to if there's a workout that has a lot of lunging or a lot of burpees in them. So overall, when it comes to plyometric movements, I'll definitely say this is a good shoe. When it came to jump roping, the same story goes for that as well. This toe box definitely feels amazing to be able to do jump roping because of just the flexibility of it. So let's talk about something specific when it comes to cross training or CrossFit, which will be the rope climbs. Now, at first glance, I did not think these were going to be such a good rope climb shoe just because that the rope guard is so thin or so small that I felt like it wouldn't catch much of the rope, or it would definitely slip. Also being such a wide toe, I don't know. I just kind of looked at it and just thought this wouldn't be a good rope climbing shoe. I definitely felt like it performed way better than even the Puma Fuse 3s that I thought would be a better rope climbing shoe. The outsole and the midsole that has the rope guard coming out definitely catches the rope every single time, and it is very grippy and sticky to that rope. It did slip down just a tad bit, but not by much, but climbing up the rope and going down was very good. Did not feel like I was gonna fall, did not feel like the shoe was gonna slip off. However, the shoe did have a little bit of a heel slip on the side when you're coming down, but that's pretty much common when it comes to a lot of shoes when you rope climb. The only ones that I haven't had that is obviously the Metcon 9s, because they are my top tier rope climbing shoe. Overall, these shoes definitely performed better than I thought they would when it came to rope climbing. Overall, I think the Under Armour Reign 6 is a very good shoe when it comes to cross training. Honestly, I was pleasantly surprised because I didn't have much expectations when it comes to Under Armour in the CrossFit space. They are a try and true kind of brand that makes good products. They've been around forever. A lot of NBA players wear their basketball shoes and so on and so forth. But honestly, they have really made a good cross training shoe, and for the price that it goes for, I definitely would recommend this being a staple in your rotation. Going for, I believe, 120 to 130, that is on the cheaper side of cross training shoes, and honestly, for the bang for your buck, this might be the best shoe. Better than the Puma Fuse 3 in my opinion, as they are 130. If this is 132, I would go with this one instead, being that it is more on the flatter side if you like that type of training shoe, but it's still feeling comfortable enough to do squat snatches, squat clean and jerks, and just any Olympic lifting, but also to do all the basic lifts such as regular squatting and also deadlifting. Then when it comes to other cross training movements such as plyometric movements and rope climbing, things like that, they have definitely made the shoe that can do it, be an all-around type of shoe. So overall, guys, Under Armour Range 6, good shoe in my rotation. Please guys, please subscribe to my channel. Please hit that like button for me. Please share this video or this channel with anybody who wants to know some reviews of any kind of training shoes. Comment in the comment sections just to let me know what's the next shoe you want me to review on, and I'll see you guys on the next one.